Hello, welcome to another Friday artwork video. So we're on to the smaller set of that mini sort of 2-block period in Magic's history. And this of course therefore is going to be the Eventide set. Because you had Lorwyn and then Morningtide and then Shadowmoor and Eventide. So what we should see here overall, as I think we saw before, is slightly less monocolour cards and a lot more multicolour cards, particularly hybrid mana and stuff like that. So let us have a look at the first card and then we will zoom in as we always do on the artwork, and then from that point onwards I will slide these on. Okay. Moving on. Endless Horizons. So first rare, and as I say in all these episodes I will include a link to the original pack openings for these. So I sort of did two lots of 5. So our first foil, and with this one I do have a non-foil version that we can compare and contrast. So let's move this around a little bit. These ones are actually coming up pretty good. And then there's the non-foil version. So onto blue already. So once again, some pretty unique and sometimes, you know, on the more disturbing and darker side for the artwork. It was just the sort of, I suppose, the aesthetics of the set contributed to that. And definitely things seem to get darker in terms of, you know, the look, more sinister, more disturbing. I think as we move through the two mini blocks set by set, now into black. So you notice some of these also have hybrid manner in the activation cost as well. And once again, swiftly into the next colour, because of how this, you know, is laid out. Bloom tender red. And this is a very interesting card. This particular one, you can see quite a interesting alternate wind condition and interesting artwork as well. So now onto the multicoloured stuff, and you'll notice as well in this one where the, you know, what in terms of allied versus enemy colours these hybrids occupy. And as you probably notice here, yeah, it's enemy colours. So we've got the odd one of these. These are my favourites, I think, in both of these sets actually. So these, and if you happen to watch the set musings episode that I did for this set, you'll see all of these cycles. But yeah, there were a number of these which really tied very strongly to going all in with the, you know, with the two colours. Because although, you know, it was hybrid mana, so you had an option to play one colour or the other, it did seemingly want you to really go for it. And you can probably see here with certain cards that are lower rarities in terms of the auras, and certain creatures that are lower rarity as well, how those two, the auras and the creatures, might sort of mesh together really in interesting ways when you're doing the full two colour thing. And also lots of fascinating utility, I think, in here as well. So you've got things like this: destroy target line, you gain two life. And I'm trying to remember if Drain the Well ever featured in the No Hand No Land deck. And then here's another one of those cycle auras as well. Yeah, but it's interesting with this set, isn't it, how all in they went with the two colour stuff. Another leech. And before that you saw a mimic as well. And it's really amusing artwork. Maybe I accidentally put the same card down there twice, I'm not sure actually. Oh, and again there's this untapped thing, which doesn't really show up that much outside of this particular time in Magic. It's funny how some of this artwork, I mean not many of it, but little bits here and there have this almost sort of computer generated look to them in some ways. The honest thing. Musings Kelpie. So you can see there's the difference between the foil one and the regular. slippery boggle. And of course the cool thing with this is it can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. So you can stack up stuff on this, and of course it being green-blue, I'm sure you can find some interesting green-blue shenanigans in this particular deck, or this particular set should I say, that help out. And I think, as I mentioned once before, there's scarecrows kicking around in this particular period. Quite a lot of them, and they're in colourless. So. And I did manage to pull one filter land, so the red-white one. So these, tap, add colours to your mana pool, or you can play either red or white and then end up with either 2 red or red and a white or 2 white, basically. Now, in terms of the other odd stuff here, because this was one of the few binders where I actually kept the, what do you call them, like the supplemental stuff, the stuff that's in the promotional slot. So we've got a few things here. So I'm going to zoom back out again so you can see these properly. But these would have been in that promotional slot where you get cards like this, and then also, because I have a promotion on one side usually or something like that, some interesting tokens, because there was stuff in this set kicking out some interesting tokens as well. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So we have a goat token, very nice. A bird. Nice owl there. Beast token. Elemental. Worm token. And a goblin soldier. And that is that. So I'll have to surprise you what I'm going to do in the next video, because I'm not sure yet. That's as far as I really wanted to get up to, because the key thing about where I've been covering from about 8th edition through to this point was that for those particular sets I opened the equivalent of 10 packs. So I thought it gave a really nice overview of what sort of cards you might get, albeit some of them were obviously duplicates I had multiple copies of, but I just showed you one copy of it. But it's interesting to see, you know, what sort of cards might crop up if you opened 10 magic packs. So beyond that, once we get on to Shards of Alara, although I had originally envisaged to do a similar thing, it turned out a little bit different, and I opened slightly more stuff than that. So, and I don't think there's any pack openings to go with it either, for various reasons. But what I'll probably do is hunt down the all foil ones, because they're pretty interesting. And then there's a load of other stuff I can do, like I've obviously got things like I can revisit some of the other supplemental sets where, you know, I opened between, you know, say 10 to 12 packs or somewhere thereabouts. So thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future video.